Hello Divi fans. In this video, I'm going to show how to hide the navigation menu at the top. So this might be necessary if, for example, you have a landing page which is accessible through an email or an ad. You don't want the client-side user to leave the page since you want them to fill out a form or do some other action that will result in a conversion, like buying a product. So one way to hide the top navigation menu is to go to the page that you want to hide the navigation menu. So I'm in the pages menu. I'm going to go to the page I want to edit, or in this case, hide the top navigation menu. You're going to go into the page settings. Settings is here. I'm just going to click this. I'm going to change the template. So if I change it to blank page from default template, now blank page is not going to have the top header at the bottom unless the footer was added manually. Draft, view preview. As you can see, there is no top navigation menu. I scroll down. There is a global footer in all the pages, but since it's a blank page template, it's not visible. Okay, now I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to go back to the dashboard, back to that page from the WordPress dashboard, edit, change it back to the default template. Save draft. I'm going to view the preview in another tab. Now the global header and the global footer is visible. We have a few videos on how to actually create a global footer like this that I recommend checking out on our YouTube channel. Another way to do this is to, with Divi, add custom CSS. So if I go to the page settings and then click the advanced tab, then click custom CSS, I can add custom CSS. And what I'm going to do here is add main header. This is going to hide all the buttons and the logo from the header. I'm going to type display none, main header. And basically this is a child element. So technically there's this space up here, and then there's the body. So it's the header, body, but the space containing the header is still visible on the page. Or the space that is supposed to contain the header is still, the global header is still visible on the page. So I'm going to go into the container, which is the parent element of the main header. The main header is an ID on a heading tag. So the page container, I'm going to set the padding top 0 pixels. Also important, so it overrides any CSS that is of a higher priority. And then you can change the margin top, so the space at the top isn't as much. Margin top to -20. Okay, I'm actually going to, as you can see, global header is not visible and the body content is closer to the top of the page. And now I'm going to remove the custom CSS. Now the global header is visible. I'm going to save the draft. Okay, now there is one more way to hide the global header. So in case you have a landing page and you don't want this to be visible, on a landing page you likely also don't want the footer to be visible, since that also contains links that the client-side user could use to navigate away from the landing page. So I'm going to exit. Global footer and header are there. I'm going to go back into the WordPress dashboard. And now I'm going to go into Divi. I'm going to go into theme options, theme builder. And now I'm going to add a new template that will specifically apply to that single page. So build new template, use on specific pages. Make sure I get this the right page. So new, Divi 5 features, template. And now I'm going to hide global header. I want the global footer to not be visible. Now let's try it. Let's make this not visible. Save changes. Let's go back to pages. Let's view this. Preview. And now the global header is not visible and the global footer is not visible. So the way I did that was I went to Divi, Theme Builder, and I made the global footer and global header not visible by clicking the icon on the right, which hides it from the front end. If I made these visible and save changes and refreshed, now the global header and footer are visible again. If I click the icon here, save. Now, if I refresh, the global header is gone. Okay, those are the 3 ways that the header navigation at the top can be hidden. I hope you found this video useful. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.